Okay, here we are back in T-Pose Am Jesus Christ. I've played the game for about 14 hours now. Um, and we just went through the transfiguration on the mount, which the game thinks is Mount Tabor. Tavor, for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just close proximity to Nain. I don't know. But anyway, let's continue. Meaning Martha and Mary, or Mary and Martha. And I suspect that it won't be Mary Magdalene. I got a long way to go. Is this back in Jerusalem? Oh, it's in Bethany. And this is where we're going to raise Lazarus, or perhaps Eleazar, who was I think, one of the resistance fighters. When the Roman Flavian generals, Vespasian and Titus, were conducting their military campaign against the Jews. This is interesting. This bridges over the river. Lots of water in this area. And it's not connected to the Jordan? I just want to check this out. So this Bethany has water, just like the Bethany beyond the Jordan, where John the Baptist was baptizing people. That seems strange, like a strange coincidence. It's scenic, though. Mixes things up, compared to the other. But look at the elevation, though. You would think that this water would all run downhill.
Rabbi, it is good that you have come.
So is that supposed to be Mary Magdalene, or just Martha's sister, Mary? Anyway, Martha's pretty hot.
Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died.
Why is that? Your brother will rise. Again, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live. Kind of strange that the guy...
I know he will rise in the resurrection at the last day.
You just said that. I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me will live even though he dies.
Yes, Lord.
Do you believe this? Why do you have to ask? Everyone who lives and believes in me will never die. Do you believe this?
Yes, Lord.
Didn't you just
I
say that?
believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who was to come into the world. Lord, if you had been here, my brother would be among us still.
Yeah, we just covered that. Where have you put him?
He was laid to rest not far from here, in a tomb.
Take me there and show me the tomb. These people waiting for the bus? Well, I guess they're supposed to be gathered for the... So there's Thomas. Old Doubting Thomas. There's John.
Lord, this is the tomb where we laid him.
Roll away the stone, little
Lord,
lady.
by now he stinks. It has already been 4 days.
You should see the glory of God. Did I not tell you that if you believed, you would see the glory of God?
This is a moment we will never forget. He reveals the glory of the Father.
If he says to roll the stone away, we must trust him.
I was unclean, and he cleansed me. Can he not also raise Lazarus?
So all you good people standing around here and you're going to make me roll the stone away. Okay, that's better. Oh, geez. D. S. A. I do not understand how this game works at all. Didn't get that one.
Many people of Bethany went with him to see what would happen. Then Jesus started prayer. Father, I thank you that you have heard me. I know you always hear me, but I say this for them, that they may believe you sent me. And Lazarus came out, wrapped in grave clothes, his hands and feet bound, his face covered with a cloth. Jesus said, "Unwrap him and let him go."
This is him, huh? This is my beloved friend.
Lord, thank you for the life of my brother. My Lord, you are the glory of Israel.
The one we love has revealed the power of God.
I saw death, and now I see life. Lord, I believe.
As you healed me, so you have called him back to life. Glory to you, Lord.
Did you see that? Lazarus, alive.
And everyone saw it. By sundown, the whole region will be talking.
If this spreads, they'll all follow him.
And then the Romans will hear. They'll come down on us, take our place, our temple, and our nation.
He's done enough already. This sign will turn the city upside down.
Then we do what must be done. We go to the temple and tell the chief priests. They'll call the council.
And Caiaphas?
Caiaphas will say what he always says, better one man die than the whole people be ruined.
And the one he raised?
As long as Lazarus walks, the proof walks with him. Come before this crowd carries the story to Jerusalem.
What? So yeah, that's Caiaphas always says that. Better that one man should die than the whole nation should perish, right? So they say, Caiaphas, would you like some cheese with your eggs? Better that one man die than that the whole nation should perish. Caiaphas, you want me to fluff up your pillow? Better that one man die than that the whole nation should perish. So where are we going now? I want to go in here, check to see if there's any stuff I can loot from the tomb. Nope. And 0 out of 10. Worst tomb ever. So let's see. Map. And now we're going to the pools. Can I can't. I have to go to Bethphage, or however you pronounce that. And then, run to the pools. Run for your bath. I don't know why we're going here. We gotta perform more signs so that other people can believe and have faith, even though I already said that signs don't really lead to faith, so whatever.
Look, the water is starting to stir.
Hurry! We must be quick.
Didn't
This
we?
is our only
It's a
chance to be
sign.
healed.
Whoever enters the stirred water first will be healed.
The water always stirs. For me, nothing ever changes.
The Lord sees what is hidden, even when no word is spoken.
We should repair the fence.
Everyone steps into the water before me, and I remain the same. Nothing ever changes.
Master, so many are waiting here, and they all speak of this stirred water as if it were some kind of cure.
Whoever enters it first is healed. I have no one to put me into the pool, and while I am trying to go down, another steps in before me.
Do not place your hope in superstitions or in this water. True healing does not come from it. Do you want to be made well?
I do, Lord, with all my heart.
Get up, take your mat, and walk. This again. Dang it. I got that one wrong, dang it. go through
My
the
legs!
cities and villages.
Thank you, Lord. This is true healing.
What are you doing? It is the Sabbath. Why are you carrying your mat?
The man who healed me told me, "Get up, take up your mat, and walk." I no longer need this place. Never did.
That man deceived you. You have broken the Sabbath and the law. This is open lawlessness.
Lord, I do not understand why this priest is so offended. He does not see what has been done.
He's not a priest, he's a Pharisee. Get your models right. Do not trust in human rules. The thing is that the Sabbath is not a human rule, it's in the law. And the definition of work comes from the written Torah. Do not trust in superstitions or in human rules that obscure mercy. My works fulfill the true law, for Father desires healing, and I didn't get the rest of it.
Hurry! We must be quick! This is our only chance to be healed!
Didn't we already... The anointing. So now we gotta jet somewhere else again. Back to, Bethany. There, we got maxed out on... Maxed out on followers, 56,200 subs, 930 faith points. So now I have the faith of a mustard seed. I got mustard seed faith over here. What is this? You guys all eating without me? Fine lot you are. Oh, and Lazarus wants to talk.
Teacher, how good it is to see you again. It is a miracle that I can be here with you.
Yeah. Your life is a light for many. So, yeah, after 3-4 days dead, you know, how's the constipation? Testimony of your life is a light for many. Martha, your care gladdens my heart.
Lord, the house is prepared. May this supper be blessed. Lord, my heart is filled with gratitude. I saw how my brother returned to life because of you.
Yeah. Who's this one?
Master, I am glad that I can host you today in my house. Friends are already at the table.
Great. Peace to this house. Your hospitality, Simon, is precious to me. This is a different Simon. I'm supposed to sit here.
While Jesus was at the table in Simon's house at Bethany, a woman came with an alabaster jar of costly perfume and poured it on his head. Some of the disciples protested, saying it could have been sold and given to the poor. "Leave her alone. Why do you trouble her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. For you always have the poor with you, but you will not always have me. By pouring this perfume on my body, she has prepared me for burial. Truly I tell you, wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her."
So you're not going to shower until you die, then, is what you're telling me. I'm going to take a bath until then.
Why has this woman wasted such expensive oil? Would it not have been better to sell it and give to the poor?
See, that's your typical liberal right there. They're always either or. They always act like there's this certain finite amount of resources that always equals whatever you just spent, right? And that, oh, you know, you could have, instead of doing that, you could have done this other thing, when the reality is that you could do both things. you know? But then, when you give all your taxed earnings to the Democrats, they go and just piss it away, at the same time skimming off the top to line their own pockets. Hypocrites. So, anyway, let's see. We're getting political, right? Let's see. Leave her. She has done something beautiful. You're right. It could have helped the poor. It is her choice. Do not interfere. Whatever. This one. We already covered that dialogue, didn't we?
But Lord, the poor suffer every day. Are we not called to help them?
Many have been fed, and now I need rest. True, but today you must honor your teacher. The poor will remain, but I will not always be here. We already covered this dialogue.
Why do you allow such extravagance, since hard days are coming soon? Is this really necessary?
She's anointed my body for burial. We already covered this. She wanted her generosity to be seen. It is a sign of joy, for my kingdom will soon appear.
Perhaps you are right, teacher. Still, my heart struggles to understand why this must be so.
Like, nobody is alarmed that he's saying
The
that...
supper in Simon's house lasted late into the night. At dawn they set out toward Bethpage. There Jesus told 2 of his disciples, "Go into the village ahead of you, and at once you will find a donkey tied there, with her colt beside her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, say that the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away."
See, no one is alarmed or even noticing the fact that he's talking about his burial, right? As if the oil that she poured on his head is going to be on his head for how long? Like, does Jesus intend to live to be, say 60 years old, like a normal person's lifespan in those days? I don't know. Or maybe less, maybe 40 or 50, I don't know. But, no one's alarmed that he's talking about burial, and they don't even notice. Like, it just glances right off their skulls. That is baloney dialogue. That's dialogue written after the fact.
Master, just as you said, we found the donkey and the colt. They are standing by the houses in the village.
Yeah, what a miracle. How...
The owners asked why we were untying them, but when we said, "The Lord needs them," they let us take them.
Yeah. Like no thief has ever tried that one. Well done. In this way the prophecy is fulfilled. Behold, your king comes to you, gentle and riding on a donkey. You two have become part of this work. So, interesting thing about that. We'll go ahead and save it. Yes, the Roman Emperor Vespasian, reigned in AD 69 to 79, was nicknamed Muleo, the muleteer. This nickname stemmed from a period when he was forced into the mule trade, allegedly to restore his ruined finances. Some sources suggest this was a sarcastic reference to his humble, non-aristocratic origins, or his family's involvement in mule breeding near Riete. Financial struggle. According to Suetonius in Life of Vespasian, after a poorly managed governorship in Africa, Vespasian was broke and forced to mortgage his estates to his brother to maintain his position. He engaged in trading or breeding mules to rebuild his wealth. Suetonius relates that a muleteer once stopped to shoe his mules, holding up the future emperor, because one of the muleteer's friends was handling a lawsuit, leading to a joke about the trade. So a muleteer once stopped to shoe his mules, holding up the future emperor because one of the muleteer's friends was handling a lawsuit leading to a joke about the trade. The nickname reflects his image as a down-to-earth, sensible emperor, different from his more aristocratic predecessors. So, let's see, Blue Letter Bible, Colt. So he says to them, go into the village against you, and straightway ye shall find an ass tied and a colt with her. Loose them and bring them unto me. And then that's supposed to be in fulfillment of tell the daughter of Sion, behold, the king cometh unto thee, meek and sitting upon an ass, and a colt the foal of an ass. And they brought the ass and the colt and put them on their clothes, and put on them their clothes, and they set him thereon. So this animal, Onos, translated ass 6 times, a donkey, an ass, and polos, colt. Colt, the young of a horse, a young creature of a young ass, an ass's colt. So could this colt be the young of the ass? Which this doesn't really say what the gender of this. When I thought that okay, so it mentions genders, refers to a donkey and her colt, and though often implied to be a she-ass in the context of the prophecy, it is frequently translated as simply donkey or a neuter term in some translations. Brought the ass and the colt, and a colt with her. See a donkey tied there with its colt beside it. Untie them and bring them to me. So then, what we have is Jesus, Titus Flavius, entering, riding upon this donkey, and this donkey being a symbol of Vespasian, a well-known symbol of Vespasian, his father. So that's that's how Titus entered Jerusalem, on Vespasian's authority. He was essentially riding on Vespasian's coattails, his authority, because Vespasian had ascended to Rome and become emperor, become the Roman Empire. And it was on his orders and direction to finish off the war against the Jews. We'll leave that open. Now, obviously, a mule is not the same as a donkey, but a mule isn't a mule the product of the union of a horse and a donkey? Yes, a mule is a hybrid animal, specifically the offspring of a male donkey and a female horse, a mare. They're generally sterile because they inherit 63 chromosomes, a blend of the donkey's 62 and the horse's 64. Mules combine traits from both parents, such as the size and coat of a horse with the long ears and bray of a donkey. So, are you gonna throw some They didn't even throw any clothes on them. Am I supposed to go this way? Yo, man, I can gallop on this donkey. Do donkeys even gallop? I'm not sure if I've ever seen that. Wish I could go into third person and see this. So I gotta ride this thing all the way to, Jerusalem? Ride past the pools of Bethany. I got my Lamborghini donkey here. Supposed to be meek and lowly, riding on an ass. Not galloping like Titus Flavius on his horse. Oh, look how his ears pop up when I stop. Really?
Orders are clear!
Hosanna!
Maintain
This is
control.
the day we've been waiting for!
Jesus of Nazareth!
Hosanna!
Welcome, King of Israel! Hosanna! Jesus of
Caesar
Nazareth!
is with us!
Hosanna!
Hosanna!
He brings us hope!
Hosanna!
Welcome, King of Israel!
Are you guys paid by George
Hosanna!
Hosanna!
He brings us hope!
The prophecy is
You know
Let
what?
the whole city shout!
Let the whole city shout,
Hosanna!
Yo, man, I think those protesters are paid by George Soros. They were just here. Like, I didn't ask them to be here. They're just here, and they've all got their palms. Like, where did they get those palms from? All of a sudden. You know what? I could ride all over.
Hosanna!
Orders are clear!
The
It's
him who heals our sick! Who is
Hosanna!
he?
Out of the way. Out of the way, knaves.
The next day, the great crowd that had come for the festival heard that Jesus was on his way to Jerusalem. They took palm branches and went out to meet him, shouting, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord! Blessed is the King of Israel!" Jesus found a young donkey and sat on it, as it is written, "Do not be afraid, daughter Zion. See, your king is coming, seated on a donkey's colt." At first, his disciples did not understand all this. Only after Jesus was glorified did they realize that these things had been written about him, and that these things had been done to him. Now the crowd that was with him when he called Lazarus from the tomb and raised him from the dead continued to spread the word. Many people, because they had heard that he had performed this sign, went out to meet him. So the Pharisees said to one another, "See, this is getting us nowhere. Look how the whole world has gone after him."
The whole world, really? That would be written after the fact. No one's going to be saying that. Where'd my donkey go? Someone stole my donkey. And what is this? We're going to cleanse the temple a second time, albeit, or rather, pollute it a second time? It wants me to go in that direction. I already did the whole... See, now this is where, in the other Gospels, the cleansing of the temple, polluting of the temple, happens later in the Gospels. So, maybe the developers couldn't figure out where they wanted it to be. Let me go back here. Let's see. Okay, here's the context. And a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. Let me go Revised Standard Version to make sure that's correct. A mongrel people shall dwell in Ashdod, and I will make an end of the pride of Philistia. And it's talking about Gaza and Ashkelon. I will take away its blood from its mouth and its abominations from between its teeth. It too shall be a remnant for our God. It shall be like a clan in Judah, and Ekron shall be like the Jebusites. None of this fits the historical context of the first century. Then I will encamp at my house as a guard, so that none shall march to and fro. No oppressor shall again overrun them. For now I see with my own eyes. In this first century context, the Romans are oppressing the children of Israel. So that's not in keeping with the context. But that's what these messianic proof texts do, is they just yank a few words out of the Hebrew Tanakh, slap them onto something that they represent as going on in the first century, and then they say, look, that's proof he's the Messiah, when it doesn't fit the context of the passage at all. I will cut off the chariot from Ephraim. There you go. That is definitely not the context of the first century, because Ephraim, the northern kingdom of Israel, had been deported by the Assyrians even before the southern kingdom of Judah was taken off into captivity to Babylon. So, yeah. They're just playing fast and loose with the Hebrew scriptures. Wait, can you do this? I didn't think so. Okay, where am I going? Alright.
Master, the temple has been desecrated again. They are selling and bargaining there as if it were just a marketplace.
So that's how they explain the disharmony between the different Gospels. It is a time of change in the fulfillment of prophecy. We already did this whole scene. Are you kidding me? So that's how they explain how one Gospel puts the so-called cleansing of the temple early in John chapter 2, while the other Gospels put it later, so that we have to do this all over again?
What should we do, Master?
Let's just pollute the temple again. That totally makes sense. I will deal with this once and for all.
Our coins! That man is destroying.
We should stay
everything.
together so we don't get lost in this crowd.
May God accept our offering this year. This place has become a den of thieves.
He's torn down the fences. All our work is lost.
The whole courtyard is in chaos. Our animals are everywhere. Good thing we didn't.
There's some over here.
He's torn down the fences. All our work is lost. Our coins. That man is
See what a
destroying
wide range of
everything.
goods are.
Make him stop breaking our dove cages!
Isn't that the man who was teaching in Galilee?
Someone stop
him. This is the Lord's house, not a place for riots.
In the courts of the temple, panic broke out. Tables lay overturned, doves took flight, merchants drew back in fear. He rebuked those gathered there, because where prayer should have resounded, only the clinking of coins was heard. Then he began to teach. He taught that outward things are not enough if a man's heart is far from God. Honor given with the lips means nothing if justice has been abandoned. Man must return to God with truth, humility, and reverence. And the people listened to him. And those who held authority over the temple began to see him as a threat. For on that day, not only were tables overturned, on that day, the corruption hidden beneath the cloak of religion was judged.
We need to exchange our coins before
What
the
is he
priests close
doing?
the gates.
Those animals are meant for the Passover sacrifices.
I see that the power of God works through you.
You will regret what you have done.
By wrecking the place? It's written, my house shall be called... We already did this. But you are making it a den of robbers. Why robbers? Because robbers is the
We
term
will not forget this.
that was used to refer to the Jewish resistance, the Zealots.
Once, people prayed here,
Who-
not traded.
The Zealots who were defending the temple from the Romans. This is all just an analogy to Titus bringing his legions into the temple. Mind you, this is the court of the Gentiles, all right? This is not the court of Israel. This is not...
Look how many pilgrims have come today.
This is not what you would exactly call the holy part of the temple. Meet with disciples at a friend's home. So now we gotta do this thing again, have another silly business meeting. Let's see, I'll charge up with my super faith prayer. What, did I gain some followers from that? Oh, the Last Supper. In the upper room. There's the stairs right here. You guys all having a party without me?
Yes?
Guess I'll find my seat. I'm supposed to be in the center somewhere?
Welcome, Master! You can't imagine how glad we are to see you.
And I too am glad to see you, my beloved friends. I see that everything has been prepared. My heart rejoices at the sight.
Indeed, Master. Everything looks perfect, almost as if someone knew exactly what we needed.
It's a sign that he foresaw everything.
If only the people knew that he is the true King of Israel, they would rise against Rome tonight.
Simon, this is not a time for battle. It's a feast, not a revolt.
But what if something is about to happen tonight? Something we don't yet understand.
Let's ask John the Revelator.
Master, can we help you somehow? What is the bowl and the water for?
Lord,
Seriously, dude?
what are you doing?
It's almost the Passover and you're asking me that? I will do for you what a servant does for his master. Before we break bread together, allow me to wash your feet.
Lord, are you going to wash my feet? You shall never wash them.
You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand.
Then, Lord, not only my feet, but also my hands and my head.
He who is clean needs only to wash his feet. What? The rest of him is clean, and you are clean, though not all of you. Whatever, dude.
What do you mean, Master? Are you suggesting that one of us is not worthy to have his feet washed?
Oh, I get it now. Not all of you here. Do you understand what I have done to you? I have given you an example that you should also do as I have done to you. Is this mini-game time? Press on the jug to pour water into the bowl. That's a big bowl. Hover the cursor over their feet to wash. That's it? Are we done here? So what? Am I only going to do Peter, James, and John? Now what? Are we done? Come on! Sometimes the latency in this game needs to be adjusted, dude.
Did anyone truly understand what just happened here?
One of you will betray me.
Lord, is it I?
None of us would ever do such a thing. Right?
Ask him, John. Who does he mean?
Lord, who is it?
No, I won't listen to this any longer. I'm going out. I need air.
What you do quickly.
What just happened? Where did he go?
He went outside!
Maybe he went to get something for the feast.
Now the Son of Man is glorified, and God is glorified in him. My little children, I will be with you only a little while longer.
How should we understand your words?
A new commandment I give to you, that you love one another as I have loved you. This is not new. Love amongst the children of Israel was already a positive commandment in the Torah. This is not new.
Jesus took bread, lifted it, and gave thanks, saying, "Take and eat. This is my body, which is given to you."
This is more than a
Then he
ritual
broke the
of
bread
Passover.
and began to give it to each
This
of the
is
apostles.
his way to remain with
In
us
their
forever.
eyes there
But
was reverence
how can we comprehend this?
and a
How
quiet
can we
lack
eat
of
him?
understanding.
It is love. He gives himself to us out of love.
Not the sword, nor power. This is his victory.
This is the covenant, the new covenant spoken of by the prophets.
He is giving himself to us.
I am not worthy, Lord, and yet you give it to me.
I don't understand it all, but I feel it is holy.
As Moses gave manna, so he gave the bread from
The
heaven.
Master truly speaks of himself.
I don't understand it all, but I feel it is holy.
This is more than a ritual of Passover.
But how can we comprehend this? How can we eat him?
What the heck,
The
dude?
Master truly speaks of himself, of his own body.
It is love. He gives himself to us out of love.
He is giving himself to us.
As Moses gave manna, so he gave the bread from heaven.
What in the
This
bugginess
his
is
way
going
to
on
remain
here?
with us forever.
This is the covenant.
What,
The
am I
new
supposed to
covenant
grab
spoken
more
of by the
bread?
prophets.
I am not worthy, Lord, and yet you give it to me.
It is love. He gives himself to us out of love.
This is more than a ritual of Passover.
I don't understand it all, but I feel it is holy.
As Moses gave manna, so he gave the bread from heaven.
This is his way to remain with us forever.
On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Where do you want us to make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" He replied, "Go into the city to a certain man and tell him, 'The teacher says, my appointed time is near. I am going to celebrate the Passover with my disciples at your house.'" So the disciples did as Jesus had directed them and prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus was reclining at the table with the 12. And while they were eating, he said, "Truly, I tell you, one of you will betray me." They were very sad and began to say to him one after the other, "Surely you don't mean me, Lord." Jesus replied, "The one who has dipped his hand into the bowl with me will betray me." So he got up from the meal, took off his outer clothing, and wrapped a towel around his waist. After that, he poured water into a basin and began to wash his disciples' feet, drying them with the towel that was wrapped around him. He came to Simon Peter, who said to him, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet?" Jesus replied, "You do not realize now what I am doing, but later you will understand."
While they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take it, this is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank from it. "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many," he said to them. "Truly, I tell you, I will not drink again from the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God."
With you in my Father's kingdom.
Master, I see you looking at me more intently than at the others. Is something wrong?
Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has asked to sift you as wheat, but I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail.
Lord, with you I am ready to go to prison and to death.
Yeah, well, Simon Peter, Simon Bar-Gioris, that's exactly what's going to happen to you. Truly I tell you, before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times.
But how can that be, Master? That's impossible.
Do not let your heart be troubled. Trust in God and in me. I go to prepare a place for you. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father except through me. A lie. That's a complete lie. Except unless...
When the supper was ending, Jesus prayed to his Father with great love. "Father, the time has come. Give glory to your Son, so that he may give glory to you. Keep my friends safe, and help them stay united, just as you and I are one. I'm not only praying for
Vespasian
them,
and
but
Titus.
also for everyone who will believe in me because of their words. I want them all to be with me and see my glory." It was a prayer full of love for his friends and for everyone who would one day believe in him. I want them all to be with me.
But how is this, Master? You are leaving us? You are leaving us all alone?
So, yeah, it says, "No man comes to the Father but by me." That's Vespasian and Titus. Titus is saying that you don't get access to the Emperor Vespasian, my father, except you go through me. Because that's not in keeping with the Hebrew Tanakh at all. You don't They didn't suddenly inject an intermediary into a person's access to the Creator through prayer and the doing of good deeds. If you love me, keep my commandments. Because Jesus has new commandments, I will ask the Father to send you another helper who will be with you forever, the Spirit of truth. I will not leave you as orphans, I will come to you.
Who are you speaking of, Master? There is no one besides you. Without you, we cannot manage.
Maybe his brother Domitian? The helper, the Holy Spirit, whom the Father will send. In my name, he will teach you all things and bring to your remembrance all that I have said to you. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. So really, that's the Roman Flavian
not
Trinity.
All your words have I understood well, but we will wait for the coming of the Helper of whom you spoke.
Vespasian and his two sons, Titus and Domitian. That's the Roman Flavian Trinity. Arise, let us go from
Jesus
here.
teaches his disciples that a life close to God is only possible when they stay united with him. I am the true vine, and my Father takes care of it. Every branch that does not bear fruit he cuts away, and every branch that does bear fruit he cleans so it can grow even more. Stay close to me, and I will stay close to you. Just as a branch cannot grow fruit if it is apart from the vine, you cannot do anything without me. I am the vine, and you are the branches. Jesus tells his disciples that they too will suffer, but their pain will show the world his love and truth. This is my commandment: love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than the one who gives his life for his friends. If people have hurt me, they will also hurt you. Finally, Jesus compares his death and resurrection to the pain of a mother giving birth. Pain that turns into joy and new life. Truly I tell you, you will cry and be sad, while the world will rejoice. You will feel sorrow, but your sorrow will turn into joy. A woman feels pain when she gives birth, but when her baby is born, she forgets her pain because she is filled with joy.
That's the temple.
In the same way, you are sad now, but I will see you again, and your hearts will rejoice, and no one will take your joy away.
So that's the temple, Mary giving birth to Titus, Jesus, Christos, in the last moments of the temple as it was burning down. And people were crying and lamenting about the burning of the temple. Almost certainly the priests who were part of the temple complex too, the temple system, if you want to call it that. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. I can only take so much of this anti-Jewish propaganda at a time.